Hey guys, Josh here, and you're watching Chimp Skills. And today, I'm going to run through a set of questions that can help you with anything that's sort of been running through your mind. If you've got sort of like worry issues that you've been thinking about and they sort of keep going over and over in your mind and you're finding it hard to sort of find solutions or even like think about different possibilities of situation, you're getting a point where you're just stuck and you're like, I don't know what to do. Or if there's anything you've just been contemplating and you're like, I'd like to know like all the possibilities that may eventuate from a particular sort of scenario that you might find yourself in. I prefer to have as many options as possible. You know, I always say to myself, if they've got like two options is not a choice, that's an ultimatum. So it's always good to have more than two options in any sort of scenario. So if you can think of something that you've had on your mind for the last sort of couple of days, weeks, months, or anything where you just wanted to find out what are the different possibilities that may eventuate from a situation, I want you to think about that now. So now that you've got it, I want you to ask yourself the following 4 questions. So don't worry if you sort of can't keep track of the questions in the video. I'm going to put them in like text in one of the comments for the video. So the first question is the logical one. What would happen if I did do X, whatever your thing is? And just, run through it in your mind, whatever sort of thoughts, feelings come out of it, just keep a track of it. So the second question I would want you to ask yourself is, what would happen if I didn't do X? So notice how the shift in consciousness sort of changes a bit. Again, you know, whatever thoughts and feelings come up, if you need to ask yourself this question multiple times, that's okay. Like spending more time on the question is probably going to provide you even more possibilities and more different outcomes. So the next question I want you to ask yourself is, what wouldn't happen if I did do X? So again, this sort of flips things around a little bit. You're probably noticing you're thinking about the problem a little bit differently now. You might be thinking of different scenarios. So again, run through this as many times as you need to. You know, if it takes you a few minutes to ask yourself over and over again, that's okay. But just keep a track of all the sort of different thoughts, feelings, all the different possibilities that are popping out. And the last question I want you to ask yourself is, what wouldn't happen if I didn't do it or do X? So at this stage, this question will probably be quite confusing, and that's the whole point. You know, this is designed to sort of really flip whatever your scenario is on its head. Because at this stage, the conscious mind's checking out and the unconscious mind is going to do its work. So this is the question you want to be thinking about the most. And it'll probably frustrate you a little bit, but that's okay, because the unconscious mind is doing what it's supposed to do, and it's unraveling. So by asking yourself these 4 questions, you're able to get, I believe, a wealth of, different opportunities or different possibilities that can come out of any sort of scenario. And it's through asking yourself the 4 different ways. It's a process that is known as quantum linguistics. So you'll notice at the beginning we asked it in a positive tense, and in the second 2 questions it was a negative tense. But in the last question there was actually 2 negatives. So it was a reverse non-mirror image of the first question. And the whole idea, it works on something that is way too smart for me to understand, but Cartesian quadrants, which is an aspect of calculus. So the idea is that it challenges the conscious mind to the point where it can't handle it. Like that 4th question is really designed to confuse the shit out of you. But the whole idea is it taps into the unconscious mind. So most likely, it might not happen straight away, but over a period of time, you're going to unravel some more possibilities out of that last question than you've probably ever been able to by just asking yourself, what would happen if I did do it? What would happen if I didn't do it? So it's that what wouldn't happen if I didn't do it that really provides a lot of the benefit, along with the other 3 questions as well. So I'll put it in the comments of this video so you can read through it at any time you want. But just a cool thing to run through if there's anything that you're pondering, you're not sure of, or if you've been stuck and you're just like, hey, I don't have enough options here. It's a great set of 4 questions to ask yourself. So look guys, if you know anyone who needs a little bit extra help figuring something out, send them the video, tag them in it, whatever you want to do. But I found it a really good resource. So hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a share, give it a like. Until next time, peace.